few things that came to my realization as I was meditating, and you know, in your journey of life, as you get more awakened, you begin to question some things. You begin to, you know, find out the essence that is behind all things. And this brings us to the idea about God, who God is, the creator, the source. You know, the word God has been, I don't really like to use the word God because it's been misused, it's been, you know, conceptualized, it's been boxed into a particular form and a particular meaning. When you mention the word God, people always see it as a male figure, a patriarch, you know, they see it as a person. The word God has lost its meaning. So, but when you say words like the source, the force, you know, the creator, it doesn't point to a particular, you know, meaning or a particular definition, because God, or the creator in its true nature, is that essence, that life that is manifesting itself, but at the same time remains unmanifested. It is that life that is working and having experience through different forms, and at the same time remain formless, because there is the manifested universe and there is the unmanifested. There is what our physical eyes can perceive, and there is what our physical eyes cannot perceive. And that's, you know, brings us to begin to realize that human in its essence has a connection to this unmanifested, to this formless, because about higher percentage of who you are is not physical. Higher percentage of who you are as a person is spiritual. We can give it like, let's say 90% to 95% of who you are cannot be seen with the physical eyes. This is just the form. There's something behind this form. There's something that is manifesting through this physical form, and the unawakened humans that have not come to know about this only have an idea about themselves on the conceptual level, the practical aspect of life, the form aspect of life. They've not awakened to the true being, to the awareness, to the consciousness, to the life that they are. So it has them, you know, live and behave and function from a place of ego, and get lost in their thoughts, get lost in their mind activity. They get lost in doing, always anxious, always angry. They don't have a connection to that deeper self, to the I am. You know, when you don't have a connection to this God essence, to the formless, to the unmanifested, you live life as if you end here, but you don't end here. You don't end here. You know, something happened when I woke up to make this video, and the thoughts started coming into my mind. You know, my mind started producing thoughts telling me that why making this video? I would rather do something else, because highest view I might get is 20 views, 25 views, 2 views, 3 views, that there is no need making these videos. But at the same time, I began to realize that that is my lower self talking. That is the egoic entity. That is my mind trying to stop me. Because whenever you want to do something that you know your soul wants you to do, the ego will always want to stop you. The mind will always want to come in. The lower self will always want to come in, because you rather scroll through social media, you rather doom scroll than make video talking about the universe. You rather be on your bed watching Netflix than read. You rather just live your life anyhow than get disciplined. You rather lay down in the bed and keep doom scrolling than go out and work out. Your lower self, the egoic entity, will always want you to do something that is of a lower vibration. It will always want you to waste your dopamine on things that does not benefit you. And these things happen when you don't have a connection to the essence of who you are. Because at the background of all this, when all these thoughts start coming, let's say like I want to make this video and there was a discouraging thought that there is no need making this video because it's not going to get views, people are not going to engage. The reason I didn't give into that thought was because there was some level of awareness that was present at that particular time. The presence that I am, the consciousness that I am, I was able to know that, okay, this is thoughts, it's coming up. The awareness I am was present, witnessing that thought. Had it been that I don't have some level of awareness, I would have identified that thought as me. I would have identified that thought like, okay, fine, it's true. If I make this video, nobody is going to watch it. I would have done something of lower vibration that will not benefit me. But because there was some level of awareness, I was able to identify those thoughts as they arise in my mind. But I did not give in to these thoughts. I did not give in to the desire of the lower self. I did not give in to the desire of my ego. Because your ego will not want you to do these things. It will always want you to do something of lower vibration, because that is what fits it. Your ego will rather want you to be lost in thoughts, be lost in the past, in memory, or in imagination. Your ego will always stop you from being in the present moment. Because as I'm doing this video, that I'm fully in the present moment. So you have to come to know yourself beyond this physical form. And the way you do these things is by you can be in nature. Nature brings you into the present moment. Wherever you are, you'll be there. Don't be somewhere and be lost in thought. Don't be somewhere and in your mind you're in another place. So who you are in your essence is higher than your thoughts. It's higher than whatever that is going on in your mind. It's higher than the ego. It is that force. It's that life that is functioning through all the forms, different forms. It is that essence that been here. Before creation even started. It is that spark of creation, and that is who you are in your essence. No, just wanted to share a few things, and I hope it resonates with you.